Hey, it's your girl Tanae and I'm back with another video. Before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and let's get into this video. So recently I have posted a TikTok. This is a TikTok that I posted and I got a few questions about the TikTok. So I'm gonna tell you in this video how to create your own workout plan if you do not have the funds for it. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna figure out what your goal is. Do you want to increase your strength, your muscle mass, or your endurance? What is it exactly that you want to do? So just to break it down a little bit more, do you want to grow glutes? Do you want to tone those arms? Do you want to shed some fat? Do you want to be able to run or walk up the stairs and not feel winded? You know, we all have a goal, right? So you have to start with the goal. When you're not clear with your goal, you're not going to be clear with your plan. So what is your goal? Figure out what your goal is at first. Now, secondly, a lot of us be like, I want to work out, and then we shoot to work out for 5 days, knowing dang well we shouldn't be working out for 5 days because we're new to this. When you're new to something, you just don't want to jump right into it. Cold turkey, you want to gradually, work your way into it. So you want to create a schedule so you can create a split. So if you can work out only for 3 days out of the week, for example, this is the kind of split you can do. You can do lower body on Monday, upper body on Wednesday, and full body on Friday. Or you can do a 4-day split or 5-day split. You know what your goal is now. Now you have to create a schedule. And when you're creating that schedule, you want to have rest days in between those days that you work out. So for example, if you don't have to do specifically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but you want to have a rest between the body parts that you are training. Lower body on Monday, you do not want to train lower body again on Tuesday, okay? So you want to have rest in between the days that you train certain body parts. So now that you figured out what your goal is and you figured out what your schedule is looking like, now it's time to actually do the workout plan, all right? And this is how you typically want to structure your workout plan to help. First things first, you always want to warm up for your workouts. I have some warm-ups that you can check out in this playlist. And then followed by that warm-up, you want to do compound movements. Compound movements are working and utilizing different muscle groups and joints within your body. And those movements can be seen in squats, deadlifts, hip thrusts, bench press, okay? And the thing is, since you're working multiple muscle groups in one movement, that movement is going to exert as much energy out of you than other movements that you would do. So I always suggest that compound movements are done at the beginning of your workout after that warm-up. And when you're planning your workout, you want 1 to 2 compound movements in your workout. After those compound movements, now you're going to move on to those accessory movements. Accessory movements are accessorizing those compound movements that you just completed. Accessory movements are RDLs, lunges, barbell rows, okay? And with accessory movements, you want to complete at least 1 to 3 accessory movements. After those accessory movements, now you're moving on to isolation movements. And isolation movements are when you're targeting those specific muscles, okay? So if you have an imbalance in your glutes, say your right glute is a little stronger than your left glute, that's where isolation movements come in to balance them out. Isolation movements can be seen as glute kickbacks, bicep curls, hamstring curls, leg extension, lateral rows, front rows. With isolation movements, you want to do 2 to 4 of those movements. All right, so now that you figured out what your workout plan is going to look like day by day, you have your compound movements, your accessory movements, and your isolation movements. And always make sure you stretch after your workouts. Now you're like, all right, Tanea, I have that figured out. But how many sets and reps am I supposed to complete, girl? Like, I'm lost. Am I supposed to do 3 of 15 every single time? What is a set? What is a rep? I got you. So sets are how many of those movements you're gonna do. So how many sets? You could think of rounds. How many rounds are you gonna complete? I think of sets as rounds. That's what helps me. And then within that round, how many times are you gonna repeat that one movement within that round? Set as a round, and then how many times you're gonna do that one movement within that round, which is the reps. So for strength, you want to complete at least 1 to 5 reps. For trophy, you're gonna complete 6 to 12 reps. And then for endurance, you're going to complete 12 to 20 reps, okay? It really depends on what your goal is. Now, based on the compound movements, accessory movements, and isolation movements, this is the suggested sets and reps. For compound movements, you want to complete 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 9 reps. For accessory movements, you want to complete 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps. For isolation movements, you want to complete 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps. These are all suggested. So now we have figured out what your goal is, we have your schedule, and we also have what kind of what your workout plan will look like, and you have your sets and your reps for the workout as well. Okay, so lastly, of all these steps, you want to make sure you're tracking. If you don't have data, you're not going to know how you progress. So these are ways you can track yourself. One, with your workout plan, you want to make sure you're writing down everything. Every time you work out, write down how many sets and how many reps you did. Also, what kind of weights did you use? Did you use a 15-pound? Because next week, you're going to move up to a 20-pound. So you want to make sure that you knew what weights you're using. Alongside tracking, by writing everything down, you're going to take pictures and photos of yourself. Because the thing is, you're going to jump on a scale and you're going to be like, well, I weigh the same thing that I weighed when I started, but you're going to look completely different. You're going to look completely different. Your weight might be the same, but I promise you're going to look different. And also, the progress may not always be within those photos and those videos. That's why you're going to track down your workouts. Because when you first started, you only could pick up 10 pounds. Now you're picking up 25. That is progress. Strength is progress. And your endurance increasing is progress. You know, everything is not always going to be visible. So you have to track as much as you can to collect that data. And also, you don't want to change up your workouts too much. You want to kind of have similar movements within your workout plan. If you want to increase in weight and you want to see progress in yourself, you cannot just be switching up. You cannot just be like, okay, this week I'm going to do this. Keep a consistent workout plan so that you can see your progress. So those are my tips on how you can create a workout plan for yourself. If you have any other questions, please ask them below. I'm more than happy to answer for you. And thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post a video. And I'll see you next time.